Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of surging property investment loans in Australia. But first, in the US, the latest federal government deficit data out for January is out showing it continuing to track lower. In fact, it is now running $1 trillion per year less in January than it did at the height of the GFC, down from almost 10% of GDP to about 2.5% of GDP in the year to January. At current levels, it's quite sustainable. But they are left with residual federal public debt of 76% of GDP. In China, it has been revealed that Japan is the top overseas location favoured by Chinese to buy property. That's followed by South Korea and the US, and fourth is New Zealand. Australia is ninth on that list. In Australia, loans for investment housing skyrocketed almost 20% in the year to December, and economists warn they'll surge even higher after the RBA's surprise rate cut to a record low last week. Sadly, we don't have similar data publicly available in New Zealand, but it's unlikely to be much different here. In New York, benchmark US Treasury 10-year bond yields are now at 2%. In New Zealand yesterday, our wholesale swap rates rose sharply again, and with some steepening at the long end. We also saw New Zealand government bond yields rise sharply. The oil price has fallen back more today and is now below $50 again at $49.70 a barrel, with Brent crude under $55 a barrel. Official reports of high US crude inventories pushed these prices lower today. Some very high-profile investors have lost a lot of money betting on the oil price would stay high. And although we're seeing fatter wallets in New Zealand, rating agency Moody's says lower oil prices won't spark a growth boom for the world. Gold is also lower at $1,223 an ounce. And we start today with the New Zealand dollar basically unchanged from where we left it yesterday, is at 73.7 US cents, but the Aussie is up to 95.8 Aussie cents, and that's about only half a cent from its all-time high. The TWI is at 77.6. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.